inside. Thank you very much. May we be seated. Those that are still coming, please come take your seats. We want to start with our service immediately. Before we start with anything, shall I call upon the elder from Mavuluma SDA Church, Elder Conrad Mbaibai, to offer a prayer.
Thank you very much. Good morning, dear mourners. Before we do anything, let us ask from above the wisdom that whatever we are going to do, it should be blessed by Him. May we bow our heads as we pray. Mulena ni mulimu yomunde ya kwali halimu. Wena ya izeli halimu nilifasi mane mzee nzimwate nkaufela. Hauma noeza chwalo na ubupile mutu kasi upeo sahao. Miwa mvea mwalifasi kulia kone kuzama isalika kaufela zo ubupile date. Mikavuma iwa kensa kuli ya maaswenia na nasa tagiri kubonali kazeo hazi ya zala. Atongu ngunga nyasilikani sahao mane ni mutu yono ubupile. Vakensa sichemo sahao ndate. No skasi yela fo. Miwa kulela kuyenda kuli bakensa bumasu waezize ukashwa nikukutela kwa liruli. Mikinto yabona kuli ya ukataza ezala. Konuwe nano utobo size fokuswe uswewu. Kuli ndate bakensa bumasu walu na bolu ezize ikazeo zikaye zahala. Kone ya kuli chwalu wa itumela kuwena. Kakuli no ulumile mwana hao ya na Jesu Kriste. Kuli atolu shwela fasi papano. Mane nikutakula bumasu bo. Nero ezize kanako yeo. Dati yasi kemu ya lilato. Kibaba lili. Mane nibahago mfu. Yasi kemu ne mumuzivile na kangumu. Asika pepwa. Mane ne muzivile ni mazazi ya hae. Kuvitela hato rusia dati. Azivande kuli ne mumukeleleze kuyamaswe. Katolo wa mikupa kanako yebo nara kulikieta hata dati. Kuli musikemu wa rusia lunosi. Musutelele kwa bali nkaufela bali kani maneni baba mziva ya skemo kuli hanze lulila tusikelo alibala kuli tabayeli yubulezwi imikaye zahala sitela mane mkuta kutonga bao baba lumezi kuminanda skemo ya lilato program kiyese ikala ukupa kuli mube niruna mwetelela una program ye kufita kuma ferelezo hayona. Siamo sami na spekulu na kaufela. Karibizo la Jesu wala pera. Amen.
Thank you, Elder. Before we do the welcome, I do not see Mavuluma SDA Church Choir, but then we'll ask Mutikutila SDA Church Choir to please comfort us with a song.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that beautiful hymn. Before we come to welcoming remarks, I just want to use this opportunity to introduce a few things. My names are Vincent Sinyepe. I am a member of the family. I will be a co-director in this program. I was privileged some years ago to be approached by the late that I become a director of ceremonies at his marriage. And here I am again directing a service to bid him farewell. I want to introduce that my co-director is Professor Helena Miranda, who will come just now to lay the protocol, and will welcome to the podium His Worship the Mayor to come and give us the welcoming remarks. My sister Helena Miranda, welcome, take the podium.
Kozo ibe ni mina. Mbiri zikare none. Ombili naikare nanye amoshe. Peace be with you. I greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, who was, who is, and who will forever and ever. Amen. My name is Helena Miranda, the director of Yona Morondo campus, and this morning I'll be directing the program for today, and I will obediently do that together with my co-director, Mr. Vincent. Before I unpack the program for today, I want to recognize and respect the presence of everyone. I specifically want to recognize the presence of the governor of the Zambezi region, Honorable Lawrence Sampofu, His Worship the Mayor of Katima Mulilo Town, Honorable John Temwa, all traditional authority representatives, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Namibia, Prof. Kenneth Matengu, the Vice Chancellor of Administration and Finance of UNAM, Professor Ellen Namila, Prof. Gilbert Likando from the Office of the Vice Chancellor, the representative of the Namibia University of Science and Technology, Professor Sifiso Nyeti, the acting director of the Katima Mulilo campus, Dr. Charles Chata, the SRC Deputy President of UNAM Katima campus, all UNAM staff present, the widow, Dr. Bennett Kangumu, the parents, siblings, and the children of the late, friends and relatives, dear mourners, good morning. The program in front of me here says that Prof. Bennett Kangumu, who was a prominent leader at the University of Namibia, directing the Katima campus, was born on the 17th of June, 1973, and passed on the 24th September, 2024. The first two items of the program have already been covered. Next on the program, we will have the welcoming remarks by the mayor, which will be followed by a video tribute. Then we will have the eulogy read by Ms. Inonge Sibolile. We shall receive a tribute from the children of the late, a tribute from the siblings to be delivered by Mr. Bruce Wala, a tribute on behalf of friends by Prof. Likando, a tribute from the widow, and a tribute from the family to be delivered by, on behalf of the mother and father of the families. Then a hymn will be sang. We shall then receive a message of condolences on behalf of the Greenwell Matongo Primary School by Ms. Chuma Kachana. A message from the Katima Mulilo Town Council to be delivered by Mr. Raphael Iswaniso. A message of condolences from the SWAPO Party think tank. A message of condolences from the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, as well as the National Heritage Council of Namibia. That will be followed by a message of condolences from NAST, delivered by Prof. Nyati. And then a message of condolences from the UNAM students, to be represented by the SRC Vice President. That will be followed by a choir by UNAM Katima Mulilo campus. Then we will have a message of condolences on behalf of the Katima Mulilo campus to be delivered by Dr. Chata. A message of condolences on behalf of the University of Namibia. This will be delivered by our Vice Chancellor. Follows a message of condolences from the Masovia Youth Forum to be delivered by Ms. Matongo Mabuku. A message from Munitenge Cultural Festival Organization or Organizing Committee by Mr. Benedict Musialike. A message from the traditional authorities. A message from the Zambezi Regional Council. This will be from the Honorable Governor. Then we will receive two items from the indicated choirs. And then a message from Seventh-day Adventist Church, followed by a sermon by Pastor Victor Sipovole, and then a hymn by the SDA choir. In the end, we will have the closing remarks and the vote of thanks from the University of Namibia to be delivered by Professor Namila. We will also receive a vote of thanks from Mr. Raphael Shope, as well as Mr. Gerald Mafila. To close off, we will give the announcements on the way forward. I take now this opportunity to invite His Worship, the Mayor of Katima Mulilo Town, Honorable John Ntemwa, to welcome us all. Honorable Ntemwa.
Director of the proceedings. Thank you. Director of the proceedings, thank you for giving me the opportunity to welcome everyone at this event, very painful event. The wife of Professor Bennett Kangumu, the governor of the Zambezi region, Honorable Lawrence Affairs Ampofu, the chairperson of the Zambezi Regional Council, Honorable Matengu Simushi, in absentia, all regional and local authority councillors present, the traditional authorities present, Professor Kenneth Matengu, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Namibia, Professor Namila, Pro Vice Chancellor, Administration and Finance, Professor Sifiso Nyati, Registrar, NAST, Prof. Gil Wikando, Director of Operations, Dr. Charles Chatter, the Acting Campus Director, Katima Mlilo, the Chief Regional Officer, Madam Regina Dr. Rovinda, Zambezi Regional Council, the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Raphael Liswaniso of Katima Mlilo Town Council, the Nampol Regional Commander, Zambezi Region, Mr. Shilelo, the Chief Executive Officer of Bukalo Village Council, Ms. Anna Mtuala Sazita, the Chairperson of Management Committee of Katima Mlilo Town Council, Honorable Berta Namangolwa Mapenzi, distinguished guests, family, friends, colleagues, and fellow mourners, good morning. Let me stand on the protocol already established by the Director of Ceremony. Dear mourners, on behalf of the Katima Mlilo Town Council and the entire community, I wish to welcome each of you as we come together to honor and celebrate the life of our beloved Professor Bennett Kangumu. It is with both a heavy heart and deep gratitude that we gather here today to remember a remarkable individual who has left an indelible mark on our community and our nation. Professor Kangumu was not just a scholar and a leader. He was a visionary who saw the potential within our town and worked tirelessly to realize that potential. As the Pro Vice Chancellor of the University of Namibia at Katima Mlilo campus, he dedicated to academic excellence and community development, helped transform this campus into a beacon of higher education in our region. His instrumental role in the establishment of the World Animal Center and the extension of the UNAM campus in Katima Mlilo is a testament to his commitment to creating opportunities for future generations. This center, now nearing its completion, will serve students not only from Namibia, but also from across the SADC region, providing them with a world-class learning environment and expanding the horizons of our young scholars. This achievement, among many others, is part of Professor Kangumu's enduring legacy. Today, as we mourn his passing, we also celebrate his life, a life that was filled with compassion, wisdom, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. His contributions to the fields of education, research, and community development have touched countless lives, and his influence will be felt for many years to come. Let us take comfort in knowing that his legacy lives on through the many projects he initiated, the students he mentored, and the lives he impacted. As we gather to pay our respect and support one another, may we also inspire to continue his mission of service, knowledge, and development. Once again, welcome to this memorial service as we come together to honor and remember the great son of Katima Mulilo, a cherished leader, an irreplaceable member of the community. May his spirit inspire us all to strive for the betterment of our town, our nation, and our region. May Professor Bennett Kangumu's soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Temwa. Next on our program, we will have a video tribute, and that will be facilitated by the IT desk.
Opportunity to take this issue. The university is giving due attention with the seriousness that it deserves. That's why we even went to the extent of cancelling the exams over 2 days to give opportunity to have this issue resolved. You go out there and enjoy too much to an extent that you get killed, to an extent that you get arrested. Very often we get police coming to campus and saying one of your students is in the cells. We ask ourselves, what kind of people at tertiary institutions go to? We are counting 15 years before the attainment of our national vision, which is espoused in our high-level government statement of Vision 2030. By that year, we aspire to be an industrialized nation in which a Namibian person will be a happy person. A happy person who has equitable access to necessities such as high-quality health care system, assured food security, clean and safe drinking water and good sanitation system, high-quality road, air and rail transportation infrastructure, real economic opportunities and the beneficiation, including access to markets for locally produced products, especially from rural areas and particularly produced by rural women. Assured, safe and secure environment to prosper. Heightened sense of personal security from both internal and external forces. And lastly, heightened and strong sense of nationhood. In order for us to attain this great aspirational vision for the country, I encourage all leaders, all various levels and sections of our community to work hard. This vision will not come about like manna falling from heaven. We need to work for it. No one from anywhere will bring it for us or to us. We are responsible for it as government, yes, but more so as individuals and as communities. When we talk of food security, for example, at the local level, it translates and starts with you having a vegetable garden in your backyard to provide onions, tomatoes, potatoes, cabbage, etc., to your family. It does not mean government increasing old age pension so that you can go and buy vegetables imported from other countries. When one goes to our local open market in Katima, you can see all variety of vegetables on sale. These days, they're giving sale along the streets. The history of the Swapo Party and its connection with the Masupia community is well known by the Swapo Party leadership. Incidentally, we celebrate that historical connection that was shaped by our leaders in 1964, nearly 53 years ago. The shield and the spear, therefore, symbolizes the survival of the Masupia community as a united people. It was the shield and the spear that managed to avert the total subjugation of the Masupia community. It was the shield and the spear that managed to unite the Masupia community and that they achieved to fight for freedom, unity, and identity. Dedicated to culture. But it's also a day in which certain human values will be inculcated or instilled into the youth, prime of which is the spirit of volunteerism coupled with loving thy neighbor principle. The severity of the drought is such that it makes me hesitant to even mention other areas in which we require government support to allow our leaders to channel their available scarce resources to address the situation. Allow me, however, to mention a few, such as the connection of electricity of Impalila Island to the national grid. That will benefit a number of schools and lodges in the floodplain areas, thereby boosting tourism and creating the much needed employment.
Those are the memories of Professor Kangumu that we are here to share today, to comfort one another, to console one another, as we recall the experiences that we shared with him. And as we watched that video, the memories are so fresh, and it feels like we'll see him again the following day. And we will see him indeed, as the Lord himself told us in John chapter 11, verses 25 to 26, that he is the resurrection and life. And whoever believes in him will never die. And whoever lives by believing in him will live, even though they die. Amen. Now we are going to listen to the eulogy to be read by Miss Inonge Sivolile. Miss Sivolile.
ni tumezi kwa kufiwa sivaka vupiro vavonyandi vualuhanyizwe mali tarazepeli kukava nevuvali vamasilozi kukava nevuvali vamasikuwa na yaye mifaki na inonge sibolile muvili oluyemezi fa neniva viza kulineli vomalume yo yani yemifatuko kimunyanaka mi ukaitoloka hapekie na yaka kala kuvala masilozi kuvala masikuwa haka feza ni nani kavala masilozi ikava kuli ha feza likepe ni nani vala masilozi. Messi.
Dear mothers, family and friends, good morning. My name is Messi Sinkolela. Prof. Dr. Kangumu was an uncle. I'll be reading his biography in English. It reads as follows. Prof. Dr. Kangumu, short biography. Dear mothers, allow me to present to you the biography of Prof. Dr. Bennett Kangumu at this somber but indeed befitting official funeral. On the 17th June 1973 at Katima Mulilo Hospital, Zambezi region, Kangumu Bennett Kangumu was born. He was the second born to Mr. Jost Kangumu Mfwambi and Miss Dorothy Salamu Hao. His father, Mr. Mfwambi, a liberation hero, went into exile in 1975 when Prof. Dr. Kangumu was a 3-year-old boy and repatriated back to Namibia in 1989. He was raised by his grandparents from a tender age who were subsistence farmers at Mutikitira village. He had his elementary education at Mutikitira Primary School from 1980 to 1986, transitioning to complete his senior secondary certificate Cape Education Department at Mafuira High School from 1987 to 1991. As a young boy, growing up at Chisao village in Mutikitila, he loved playing soccer. He was an avid soccer player for Blue Chiefs Football Club. During his secondary education at Mafuira High School, the principal, Mr. Boniface Katombolo Mukono, motivated his reading and comprehension skills by giving him newspapers and requesting him to come back and explain his understanding about the historical development in the newspapers. The newspaper reading motivated Kangumu's interest in political historical stories. Due to his excellent performance, Prof. Dr. Kangumu was employed as a temporary teacher from 1995 to 1993 before he proceeded to register as a student at the University of Namibia. During his first year at the University of Namibia, he was accommodated by the late Mafuira Martin Munikaseke in Windhoek. The unique part of his life in that year was that he would always run to the robot once he heard a siren sound of the presidential motorcade to write down the proceeding. Little did we know that those were the signs of him developing into a historian. With a strong belief in education, Prof. Dr. Kangumu pursued and successfully completed the following qualifications at institutions. 1. In 2008, PhD in Historical Studies at the University of Cape Town. In 2000, Masters of Arts in History, University of Cape Town. In 1999, Postgraduate Diploma in Museum and Heritage Studies, cum laude, University of the Western Cape and University of Cape Town. In 1998, Postgraduate Diploma in Education, PGDE University of Namibia. In 1997, Bachelor of Arts degree BA, University of Namibia. My sister will take you through in Solosi.
Nekadala upilo wabo nyandi mo moreswi masozi. Upilo wabo Prof. Dr. Bennett Kangumu yenda 2024. Bali ni baba la teha monilu melele kufikisa kumina upilo wabo Prof. Dr. Bennett Kangumu. Mana koye kuzize chwana Yesu anera Kepero ye kutekeha ya simuvuso. Vo Prof. Dr. Kangumu, Bennett Kangumu, neva pepire kali 17 Buwana 1973. Maspatela sakati mamuliro, ili maskiliti sa Zambezi. Ne ilivona mwana wavuveri, wavo Jos Kangumu mfwambi, nivo mfumahari Doroth Sala Muhau. Vashemi vavona vasina vonda tavona vomfwambi ndwalume watwanelo ye yatukuluho neva ile kwanda na hakasilimosa 1975. Mwana koyeo Prof. Dr. Kangumu na siezi inge ali mushimani nyana walili mozeta alufera 3 years old. Mi neva kutezi kwanu kwa hae kwa Namibia kasilimosa 1989. Nako yeneva kutera kwa hae valuaneri vatukuloho yana hayaluna. Vo Prof. Dr. Kangumu neva hulisiswe kivoku kuwavona kuzwelela fali limo zenyani. Vene vaipilisa kavulimi sina valimi kaufera mastriti sa Zambezi kuzwelela havovona kwa hae ya mutikitela. Vakalileli tuto zavona za matasi elementary education first kolo sa mutikitela primary school kuzwa kasilimosa 1980 kuisa masilimosa 1986. Hase vafelizeli tuto first call sesinyani sa mutikitela vayo zwela pili first call sa mafuira secondary school kone vayo feleleza li tuto ze pahaminyana zene vafile mapambili a senior secondary certificate yene fiwa karulo ya tuto ye zwelela kwa Cape Manaha South Africa yona Cape Education Department karilimo zavo 1987 kuisa 1991. Hane sali vashimani nyana neva hulela mamunzi wachisao masilalo sa mutikitela. Neva tevela ahulu kuvapalambola ya mautu. Neva limu vapali yana ikonela waskwata sambola sa Blue Chiefs. Mwana koyavona ya kuvala nizivo ya utwisisa sesivaliwa kivoti chele vavahulu principal vo Boniface Katombolo mukono kakuno vafanga mapambili amakolanda nikuva kupa kuno kutelanga kuvona kutovataluseza zene va utwanga za zwelopili yalitava za kale zene chatisuanga mwama kolanta ene vafanga yona kalulo ya kuvalanga makolanta ya kuzusa katazo ya kuzusa takazo yavona malitava za kale zalitava za naha.
We then look to his contribution to basic education in Namibia. Prof. Dr. Kangumu's rich contribution to education is diverse, from basic to higher education. He served as a teacher, librarian at Parliament Library.
It's painful, but yet we celebrate the life of a man, a young man who have done so well, a great person, a person who do not take favor. If I've gone wayward, you will laugh at me and say that you have just blundered. But I said, but what do you mean? You have just blundered. I wish you could have asked me. If you have to make a decision, you will tell people that, can't you ask Gilbert? Then they say, but we're asking you, just ask Gilbert. He will deal with the matter, he will give me feedback. That is the authority he commanded, and that's who he was. He is no more now. It's only memories that we cherish. But the Bible is very clear. For those that die in the Lord, they shall resurrect at the right time. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, you read it from verse 14, go through 16. It tells us that when the time is right, those that died in Christ shall be resurrected. In the trumpet of the sound, in the shout of the archangel, the dead in Christ shall rise first. And those who shall be found alive shall be together, be united with those that will be resurrected, to see the Lord in the clouds of heaven. That is the man we are paying tribute to today. And I'm very grateful at this very moment that the time of demise has been to church. The church can attest it to. He has loved God. He was very, even at times when he was sick, he would tell the wife, go to church, you will find me. That's how he was. What a great soul we're paying tribute to. For me, I'll miss him. I'll miss him dearly. And the men of my friends will miss him dearly. But we have the wife and the children to take care of. We must stand firm and make sure that when they need us, we are available. For Kenneth, he was given a responsibility he cannot abrogate. So it is with us. For Clement, he knows they had a private discussion and conversation. The wife stands here. She's in front of us. They know. But I must conclude by saying we want to thank the family from South Africa. Allow me to single out Aunt Cindy. She's here. She has been here in December 2020 when they got married. She had walked with them in the times of sorrow, trouble, pain, suffering, and she is here today. What a blessing to have such a family. I want to thank you for listening to this short tribute. I could say a lot, we have done a lot, but I cannot occupy this podium for the whole day. But I want to say, on the time of resurrection, the dead in Christ shall rise first, and we